Hello guys, welcome back to Ekureku TV. Now this touching story that I'm about to tell you happened in a city called Cologne in Italy. A very touching story of a couple, husband and wife. They say that the husband is about 45 years old and the wife is about 49 years old. And the husband by the wife with a chuku using knife. I don't even know whether the wife is Igebele. Let us quickly take a look at this touching story. May the soul of the woman rest in peace. As you can see, I have a headline here. Cologne stabs and kills his partner. She had been in psychiatric care for 10 years. Happened in Italy. Now, let's quickly take a look at it. These are some of the things that are happening in this country. And I begin to wonder sometimes what is actually going on. Is it that people have gone crazy or they are no longer stable? Nigerian couple, he is 45 and she is 49 years old. The lawyer, a touching human story. He too needs help. That is the man who stabbed the wife to death. Okay, so guys, pay attention and help me share this video. If this is your first time here, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Okay, thank you very much. Now at 6 p.m. the country yard in Via Donizetti at number 19 of Codogno Al Serio is all in order. If it weren't for the judicial seizure sign stuck on the door of an apartment on the second floor, one wouldn't suspect that a murder had occurred 3 hours earlier. Very sad. 3 hours earlier. Everywhere was calm. You never know that the police had been there to clean up the whole mess. The only other clue along with the sign is a blood splatter on the door frame. Very, very, very shocking. The one who lost her life was Joy Omoragbon. Joy Omoragbon. Okay? A 49-year-old Nigerian who had lived in the village since 2014. Look at how this woman ended up with a bad husband now. Her partner, Osarumwense Ayemoyese, 45 years old, also Nigerian, who in the past worked as a worker and painter, but for a couple of months, he was without employment. He became unemployed. So why didn't he go for disoccupazione? Theirs was a private coexistence without children and all peaceful but marked by a shadow. The precarious mental health of him who for 10 years has been under treatment at the CPS, which is the Psychosocial Center of Romano. They have been treating this man and has also led him to undergo compulsory health treatment, a dark evil to be kept at bay with drugs. It remains to be seen whether the 45-year-old had been taking them lately or whether by skipping the treatment his condition had worsened. Now they say that this man is not mentally stable, so he has been on drugs for the past 10 years. Now, after he committed this crime of killing the wife, the police investigation is suspecting that the man has been skipping his medicine. And that is why his mental health got worse. That led him to have carried out the act of buying the wife in that house. Very sad and unfortunate. I wonder the kind of madness that would make him to do this. Perhaps this is how the argument that broke out between the two shortly after 2 p.m. degenerated. The screams of the two rose from the apartment, filling the court, followed by a heartbreaking cry from the woman. It was immediately understood that the worst had happened, and neighbors raised the alarm to 112. When the police from the Oganyano station came knocking on the door, they said that the 45-year-old man opened in a state of confusion. The apartment was also tidy. There were no signs of a struggle, but on the floor in the living room, there was the lifeless body of Joy Omoragbo, apparently pierced by a single stab wound. So it's like the man wanted to cover up the whole thing after buying the woman, because they said that nowhere was scattered, everywhere was intact, cleaned, and all that. But inside the living room, that is in their bedroom, that's where the whole incident took place. The ambulance were called to the scene, but the rescuers were only able to confirm her dead. Then the comings and goings of the patrols and the findings of the Bergamo Carabinieri forensics, while the man was accompanied to the company headquarters in Treviso. There he was interrogated for an hour by prosecutor Laura Cocucci, assisted by lawyer Francesco Pierotti. He gave his own explanation, speaking in a precarious state of mind. My client, the lawyer report, explained the dynamics of the event as a person who, like him, he has been under treatment at the CPS for years. Kase explained it. It is a situation that needs to be explored further. At the moment, it is premature to comment. I'm sorry for the woman who is no longer here. But this is a humanly touching story, also because he is a person who needs help. It was a few minutes after 6 p.m. when the 49-year-old body was taken directly to the mortuary of the Papa Giovanni Hospital in Bergamo, where she will undergo an autopsy in the next few days. Silence remains in the courtyard. Only a few curious people stop on the street. Via Dozzinetti is inhabited largely by foreigners, and there is no shortage of problems. But something like this is a bolt from the blue. I have lived here for 18 years, says Oxa, an Albanian, and I have seen faces change. There are some arguments, but all in all, we coexist peacefully. The court where the murder happened was one of the quietest. They said that their house had no problems. Here, however, there is no desire to talk. Whoever does so only says that he didn't know the couple. I have lived here for 4 years, says a Senegalese boy, but I have never spoken to him. That is Italy for you. Everybody is minding their business. Nobody knows each other. They didn't talk to anyone, says another neighbor. I didn't know the victim, says Luigi De Bari, who lives on the ground floor. I saw her on Tuesday morning as I was leaving for work. In the courtyard, there was 2 local police patrols, and she was sitting on the steps and she was crying. One visit, that of the police, appears to be linked to the rent. Mayor Chiara Drago expresses in the community's condolences, writing a post on social media. They are not tragedies. They are not tragedies of jealousy. They are not arguments that ended badly. They are not inevitable outcomes of prevailing psychological distress that one struggles to read and understand face in our society. There are feminides. Every day they happen in our country. There is a war bulletin. We write down the names so as not to forget them. We remember our sisters, friends, acquaintances, fellow villagers, not without a sigh for still being alive. Not without the sense of guilt for still being alive. Today it happened again in Cologne too. We are overwhelmed by a pen that is ancestral and that is written inside us in our destinies. Another femicide was committed in Cologne in 2019 when Marozito Quattrocchi, 47, waited outside his house for his ex-wife, Zainada Solonari, 36, and stabbed her to death. So in this, their city, it has been like this. Very sad and unfortunate. So this Nigerian couple now, the marriage has ended. The husband has ended the whole thing and the wife is no more. What a pity. So I don't know how it happened. I don't know how the wife or the woman has been coping with that man. We get mental problem. Now the man will be alive, probably end up in prison, but the woman is no more. Is that it is no more. So whenever these things are not working out, my dear sister or brother, please find your way and have peace of mind. It is not worth dying for. Like this woman has lost her life now. We are not going to see her again. And that is the end. And the man is still alive. Maybe after 10 years or 5 years or whatever, he may still come out again. So what's the essence of staying in a marriage that is non-functional, that is not working? My own candid advice. Guys, share this video. Thank you and God bless you.